Welcome back, everybody. Dren608 Plays. We're playing Rogue Trader here. I couldn't save in the middle of the dialogue where I stopped last time. I did put up a poll to tell me who they think is quote-unquote guilty or not. So we're going to go back through that little portion of it. We're going to talk to Drivestem and tell him that I'm ready to do my verdict. And we'll end up back at this cutscene here. Many faces are watching you, each and every one awaiting the Rogue Trader's verdict with bated breath. Charges brought by Governor Drivestem were fabricated. House Wearison had nothing to do with the orchestration of the riots or the plot targeting the Rogue Trader. And yet this matter is far from concluded. A wave of shocked murmuring sweeps through a gathered nobles, then quickly gives way to oppressive silence. Not so much as a whisper interrupts your speech. Now, I had to choose one of these three. Now, I initially thought, well, House Drivestem was stupid because they didn't vet their information. And I got to thinking about it, and I was like, the only one that really wants to do me in is House Sauerbach. These guys are beholden to me because I didn't purge them when they screwed up at Kiava Gamma. And Drivestem is just a greedy governor. He's just trying to build his own noble brand on the show by taking down other noble brands, which is what he was trying to do by taking out the Wisirians. This guy, he said, "Oh, I didn't think House Gaprak was up to the task of trying to take down the Wisirians," and he basically downgraded all the other houses. So to me, he's the one that is most likely in with Whitebeard. So I was going to choose him initially, and then I said, I think I'm going to let everybody else have a chance at doing this. I had it up for a few days. I think I put it up late on the 28th. So it's now October 2nd at the time of filming. And I only got 3 votes. 1 thought Drivestem was behind it. 2 thought House Sauerbach. And I'm going to go with House Sauerbach. Now, the thing I don't like is in convicting them, I don't get to choose the punishment. Because if I had my druthers, if I had my way, I would say House Sauerbach is guilty. I would take all the members of the House Sauerbach and I would put them to work in the mines on Vivos 4 or 6, whatever it is. The place that they're in charge of. I would put them at work in the mines and then uplift some other minor noble family to run the place. Because for me, that would be far more fitting of a punishment that they would have to, bear their embarrassment of being lowly serfs, so to speak, instead of being nobility. That to me is more of the way to punish them. It's like, oh, I'm just not going to kill you. I'm going to embarrass the hell out of you by putting you in, to work in the mines and let you live out your days that way. But that didn't work because when you do this, it's pretty bad. So, fair warning, if you're not into sort of a bloody cutscene here, skip on to the next chapter mark. Okay? So anyway, I'm going to announce that House Sauerbach is guilty. I will not go against your despicable verdict. I will accept it. House Sauerbach has never given you any reason to doubt our loyalty. Yes, I have. And thus I will accept death with pride, for there is more honor in that in serving the likes of you. He raises his chin defiantly, and it seems as if he is suddenly looking down on you from a great height. I don't care. Regina Sauerbach takes a breath to say something, but stops at the last moment. Her beautiful face does not express anything but frosty resignation. This is the part I don't like. I don't get to choose the punishment. Shadow falls across Albert's face. His tone is unwavering, but you hear the soft ring of regret in it. The noble dynasty and all its branches have been found guilty of heresy. By the order of the Rogue Trader, the entire house will be executed. The sentence is to be carried out immediately. See, I didn't order that. That's what I dislike. They've told me what the punishment's going to be as if I announced it. I would have liked to have the choice of punishments. Execution, banning them to being serfs in their own planet, That, to me, is far more acceptable, and that I get something out of them rather than just, knifing them all in the back. So then we go to this. This is where it's going to get kind of ugly. You might want to skip this. Because they're going to do a public execution, which is not the way as an iconoclast that I would choose to do it. But I had to pick one of them. It was either going to be Sourback or Drivestem, and I don't know, Sourback just strikes me as somebody who's out to try and get me one way or another. He does not believe that I'm a legitimate rogue trader. If you go back in the videos, you'll see that. Or the rogue trader, the members of House Sourback are sentenced to death for heresy and crimes against the Von Valancius trade dynasty. Which is wrong, and it's not what I wanted. I do not want them dead. I want them made into serfs. But then they do this. So this is where it gets ugly, so skip ahead if you want. They're going to do this several times. I suppose I could skip this, but for those of you that like this kind of junk, so that's done. Now we'll move on to the next thing that we need to do. Oh, come on. Load up. Should put me back in the throne room. Abelard, when the nobles disperse, sated by the bloody performance, Abelard approaches you, his steps firm. Lord Captain. You have my thanks. A rogue trader should not waste time on the matters that his servants and trustees can resolve. But in this case, your intervention was necessary, not just for the sake of my family, but for your trade dynasty as well. 50 experience points. The Sourbacks were one of the first families to come to the Expanse. They have served the Emperor for hundreds of years and have never shown any signs of disloyalty, at least none recorded in any official sources. It is quite regrettable that their noble line has ended in such a manner. Thanks to you, Lord Captain, House Rosarian is saved, although it came close to being wiped out as a result of scheming without and imprudence within. Abelard pauses for a moment, staring off in the distance. Sometimes I think about how much I could teach them. I could ensure that they survive in the future without me. You and your family must be prepared for the next time something like this happens. That is true. They need to be prepared for it, and I want to believe that they will be able to take care of themselves. I need time to reflect upon what happened and the role I played in it. I think I will be ready to resume the conversation later when we are back on board the ship. Albert bows deferentially and turns away, lost in thought. Okay. Now, where am I? Should be in my throne room, yes? Now, I'm not sure if I need to talk to people. Can't talk to Adira. I can't talk to Adira? There I can. Talk to Adira. Boring here without the Lady Theodora. She loved to liven up this sleepy little place with a couple of something or other. God. A couple of crazy decrees and public floggings of flabbergasted nobles. Well, I think I've done that. I need to talk to Clementia. Ship looks away from her data slate. I hope that is beneficial to you. This is her standard shtick. Nothing new. Your service anytime, day or night, your lordship. Wow. What about Heinrichs? Considering this world has led your nobles to become... Okay, so that's just standard stuff. So I'm not getting anything. What about the aristocrats? Do they have anything new to say? Good health. Okay, so everything's kind of back to normal. Alright, let's get back to our ship. I don't think anything's going to change here. Unfortunately, this is not going to take me back to my ship. It's going to take me straight outside. Which I wish it would give me the chance when I'm coming out that door to just go back to my ship and not have to run across the courtyard. Because it's just a waste of our time. Oh, come on. Now they're going to make me run across the courtyard. I don't know, does she have anything to say? Nope. It's the standard stuff. So back to our ship we go. To the Void Strip Bridge? Why does there look like there's two? Return to the ship, to the Void Ship Bridge. I need to go talk to Abelard, so let's go to the bridge. I don't know if there'll be anything else I have to deal with. I guess I should check my journal once I get back on the bridge, shouldn't I? Alright, we'll do that. I should have checked the journal before I went up there. And then we'll follow the plan. We're going to go deal with Heinrich's problem next. 11 minutes, 11 and a half minutes in already, and I haven't accomplished anything other than getting rid of a noble family that I would have much rather have humiliated. Okay, so I'm just on the bridge. Abelard, where are you? You're on one of these sides. You're over here. Let's go over here, talk to Abelard.
Lord Captain, allow me to express my gratitude once again for your assistance. If it weren't for your intervention, my entire family could have been executed on false charges. I could have lost them all. I never imagined the Viserians would be so vulnerable while I serve as seneschal to the Lord Captain himself, far from home.
Okay.
To tell you the truth, Lord Captain, this whole situation has got me thinking. As patriarch of the Viserian family, I have a responsibility to my bloodline. Yes, it is my duty to serve as seneschal to the rogue trader, and I have no intention of relinquishing that role if you find my service as satisfactory as did Lady Theodora. However, if I could be more involved in my family's affairs and still serve the von Valancius dynasty.
When they're coming to power, the established procedures within the dynasty would change. That's true, I did say that. I understand your desire. Traditions and old ways must change. I will allow you to return to Dargonis after the immediate crisis in the Expanse has passed. That sounds like what I would do. Or I could just ask him, what do you want? I'm going to ask him what he wants.
Under Lady Theodora, I served as steward of the Trade Protectorate on more than one occasion. In that capacity, I was based on Dargonis, rather than traveling with the rogue trader on the flagship. If it would be possible, after the immediate need for my presence is over, I would like to return to that position. To oversee the Trade Protectorate on the capital world, while at the same time presiding over the Viserian family, and using my authority to help elevate it.
Yeah, we'll let him do it.
Thank you, Lord Captain. Under my watch, the Trade Protectorate will remain safe and prosper in service to you.
Stands ramrod straight, makes the sign of the Aquila. Okay.
Well then, Lord Captain, it is time I return to my duties. Is there anything else I can do for you?
No.
Lord Captain.
Okay, we're done there. Alright, we need to go... What do we need to do? Check the journal, that's what I was going to do. I need to go here. This is Nomos. Outcast duty. We have no idea. The door, we have no idea. Rat hunting is at Footfall. He's at Footfall. He's there. So that's going to be sort of a circuit run. So I want to go get this because it's out of the way. Alright, so we want to go do Heinrich's things. Do I need to check my trade people? Maybe I should do that. Where are you? Factotum. To go over here to get to the just one shipping and trading. Okay, I can almost get a level with these guys. What do they like? They like holy gifts. So hide the untradeable. And sort these by name. Be easy. Holy gifts. What do I need? I need like over 3,000. Oh my goodness. I don't really have a lot to give him, do I? Oh, that was something I was going to do. Let's do this real quick. I want to go over here. I have a whole lot of these things. That I'm never going to use. I'm going to just put some of these things in there. 14, 11, 13 with the low. So we're never going to use that one. I don't think I'll ever go back to that one. Four points. I'm still trying to figure out what's the best plating, but I'm pretty sure I'll never go back to 4 points. And this is 80%, this is 90% with 5, and I have a 90% with 20, so we'll keep that one. I'm keeping like a backup for some of these things. That one I don't think I'll ever use. Or these. It's a prow mounted. I don't think I'll ever use that. Short range broadside, just 4 shots at 27. 21s. I have on there right now 3 shots 33. 3 shots 21. I'll never use those, right? So I've got ones on there right now that do 5 at 27. This one would do 4 Eldari. 4, 4. 5 at 19. Alright, let's put some of this stuff 45 to 55, 45 to 55. These both do the same thing. I don't need both, right, as backups. For Eldari, that's 88. 5 is 50, 95. So let's... Just trying to make sure I have some backup things here. Four at 21, 4 at 27. I think I won't be using these either. Okay, that I still have a few bits and pieces, but I'm probably not going to use any of this stuff. And then we go back over here. I now have a couple ships components too. I really need to wait till I get more holy gifts, don't I? And jewelry. Because I really don't have stuff I need to get for him. Okay, let's forget him. Fellowship of the Void. What's the Imperial? The Imperial Navy wants like black ammo arsenal. Where am I at? Am I with an 8? What does this do? I don't know what that does, but we'll go ahead and grab that. Various ammunition that enhance the capabilities of its weapons. Flak ammo arsenal allows you to use special flak projectiles with macro cannons. These projectiles have explosive warheads that deal area damage in a 1-cell radius around the selected cell. Especially efficient against enemy torpedoes and small wings of attack craft. Okay. Something to know. Oh my goodness, I need like 11,000. I don't think I have anything near 11,000 for this guy. If I selected everything that he wanted, I'd get 7,800. Yeah, let's not bother. Okay, I need lots and lots and lots and lots and lots of Drusians, I need stuff. Explorators, I don't need that much for them. I'll give him one of those. I'll give him 2 of those. And then I need something that's like Mechanicus Creation and just a miscellaneous, right? Do I have any miscellaneous? I don't see any miscellaneous. There's one of miscellaneous. Okay, that should put me... Oh, I can get another level. Force field emitter. That doesn't really help. What does this do? Does 10 to 16. Not a bad bolter. I think I have a better one in her hands right now. And the Weber. Mobilize for 1 round. Suffer direct damage. Interesting. It's an exotic weapon. I don't know. 40%. 15% armor. Well, we'll take the items because we should. Just and the force field. We're just taking this stuff because we can. A focus melt-a-gun does way more damage, but only in a straight line. Heavy armor. I have to put that on, what's his name? But I could get up to even more, but I think we'll stop there. Fellowship of the Void, what do they have? Arch Militant's Boots. No. Now that looks like it might be pretty neat. I could get up there and large medikits. I don't know, can we raise them up some? I gotta get like 3,000. Mega 1. That's 2. How about that? 3,000. And then I need another 2,500. Yeah, I need another 2,500 to get where I want to be. That's 1,500. I need 1,000. Oh, got 2 more. Okay, that put me where I want to be, so I can grab this stuff. I mean, I just take the stuff whether I'm going to use it or not. The armored body glove is what I really was interested in. Okay. Poet's Grace. It's an enemy with an attack or targets them with an ability. Plus one physical one at the end of the combat for each different enemy hit or target. Okay. Pain Blocker, Bone Shatterer. Modified crack grenades. Get 4 of those. Plus 25 ammunition. Steel Guidance. Weaving Tempest Cabal. Incubus Armor. I already have a bunch of that. Advanced Medikits. Astronomical. Version Boots. Onslaught Amulet. Mobilizing Grenades. There's a bunch of stuff done. You can get up fairly high with these guys, huh? Ignores weapon recoil while performing ranged burst attacks. I'd really like to get those for Argenta. Right? But that's going to take me a long time to get there. So we'll just stop there. That's enough trading. Let's go to inventory. Get out of here. What's Jay got on? Where's the armor? I want to see the difference. 40, 65, 48% damage. Plus 10% against ranged attacks. World property 2 movement points. World property 10% parry, 10% dodge. And she's the other one that wears a body glove. This would get her up to 65 for 30, plus she'd get better. Yeah, we're going to have her put this on. Keep her safer. Because she's like a major reason why I survived these things. And then we need to check on Adira. I think Adira's another one that I have wearing a body glove. She has the psychic body glove, which is helps her with her, because her willpower, she gets better dodge. And ignores the first critical hit, so that's probably the best for her. And you have on Gladiator Mesh, which is the best heavy armor that I have. Okay. Alright, we are done there. Alright, let's go traveling a little bit. Or do I need to do colony management? Do I need to do all this junk here? Let's do check some colonies. Okay, Foulstone. What do I need there? I have to get the Drusians up, which would give me weapons. Missionaries, complacency in this costs me that. Lightbringers costs me Prothemium, Master Seal. Get security +2 everywhere and more with the Imperial Navy. That sounds like a pretty good thing to do. Let's get good with the Imperial Navy. Alright, let's just go ahead and do that. What's going on in Janus? Oh! Xenos Intoxicant. We got a +3 profit factor and chemicals. Okay. What can we do here? The Reaping. We can get profit factor up, provisions, for plastic, steel, and promethium. So what's this do? Gives me people efficiency, takes down by profit factor for provisions. Secret lair. Takes some of my Xenotech. I don't have very much. Payment and organs would cost me a lot of people. I don't know here. Do I need to keep getting more people. Let's come back to Janus. What you can do on Jargonis. Jargonis is doing Militia Navy. Viabos 4. Okay. We just blew up their ruling ranks, so let's get them busy doing something, shall we? That gives me Promethium. That's probably not going to work real well. Navy Whips. Craven's Bane. What is that? Two-handed melee weapon. Gives you Brawl Strike and Strike. That'd be great to put on Abelard, wouldn't it? And more. And I already got what I need to do there. That doesn't actually cost me anything. It gives me pluses for everything. I think we'll just do that. What's Penal Battle Battalion do? Cost me people and weapons and provision of Promethium to give me security. I think we'll go with the Navy Whips. Let's try and get in really good with the Navy. Kiava Gamma. Oh, something happened. Kiava Gamma. High Factotum. Janus Danrock. Lord Captain, a strange anomaly has been detected on Kiava Gamma. A series of orders defined as Protocol O-C forced itself into the production algorithms. The servants of the Omnissiah define its execution status as most sacred, and therefore follow its instructions impeccably. In just one cycle, cells were erected in all manufactorums connected by cogitators, or more precisely, their computing channels. This network forms a pattern similar to those applied to the digital cells of a machine's spirits. The OC procedure commands Magi with an above-average psi receptivity index to enter the cells. Those tech priests who take their seats in the cells fall into blissful data dream, where they listen to the binary hymns very similar to those that periodically whirled from the warp box of Cuba's telephone. The performance of the malfunctions has dropped. Many of the machine god servants have abandoned their posts and are pleading for the privilege of fulfilling procedure O-C. But the enforcers have taken custody of the cells and ward these volunteers away from them. Could it be a part of his legacy? Cannot trace the source of the signal that activated or figure out what it means. The tech priests oppose the idea of researching the procedure as it violates the sacrament. Supposedly, the minds of magos immersed in the cells are involved in some grand-scale computation. Servants of the Omnissiah have tested the cogital network several times with purifying algorithms of varying degrees of severity, proclaiming it clean. What does this do? You will lose efficiency and get armor of refraction. I get Ancient of elements out of cells and destroy them immediately. Abolisher of procedure OC. What does that do? Not to part machine, and Necron features, even Omnissiah's metal spirits do not dare enforce the will of Drake. Huh? Research the procedure. What does that get? Allies deal plus logic divided by 15% more energy and damage. Energy and machine damage. Okay. And this would give you heavy armor. Okay, I don't need heavy armor. Alright, I know what I could do right now. Let's see what my advisors say. I'm going to lose some of these probably, but I like to talk to my people. These things need to be filled with high size sensitivity tech priests? Sure, but why use our servants? Look on remote stations and outposts for those who are banished as unfit, and you will find 3 times as many suitable candidates than in the manufactoriums. Psi receptivity rarely goes hand in hand with high rationality, and such tech priests often end their careers in the wilderness. Are they singing? Question mark? It is surprising that your race was able to achieve such a harmonious form of interaction with man-made tools. My kinsmen also use psychoacoustic harmonics to guide our creations. I'm not a bone singer myself, but I might be able to tell your servants of certain principles regarding how the universe sounds. I find this sacrilege suggestion to be in breach of the data unity protocol. A signal seemingly come from nowhere that has the highest execution priority, a perfect weapon for capturing the planet. It should be anathematized, and I am ready to summon a cadre of competent techno-sorcerers from the Inquisition. Okay, if I research it, I get that. This gives me the Abolisher. I think I'm going to go with Henrik's on this one. I don't like this. They already screwed up that planet once. If there's ever a specialist in Lords, there will not be any problems. Execution of the poorly understood procedure O-C was forbidden. In their efforts to root out its directive directives and remove the Magi from the chambers. The rogue trader servants faced resistance, resulting in bloodshed and death. Uh-oh. However, the techno sources of the Inquisition who arrived on the planet tempered the anger of the Omnicide servants by confirming the legitimacy of the Lord Captain's actions. I got Armored Rage, whatever that is. And Profit Factor +2 and Weapons 9. That was the end of that. I don't know what Armored Rage is. What did Armored Rage give me? Oh, we got the Titan Forge Lance Weapon. I gotta go look and see what the Titan Forge Lance Weapon is. I got something for my ship. I'm running out of things to do here. I can't do this, because that requires me to have mechanisms, which I don't have any left. Tools of Killing. What does this require me? This requires mechanisms. Do you have anything that I can just do? I can give weapons, peoples, reputation with the Navy. I get a bunch of stuff here, and and Memory of Daring. Oh yeah. Let's go do a mechanical trade. We'll give up some people, weapons, and reputation with the Navy. I'll do one of those things that lets me get more people next time. Okay. And then, what was it? Janus is the one I still needed to do something on. Janus. What am I going to do? What does this do? Down security, up efficiency. Costs me Xenotech. This costs me provisions, gives me down my profit factor to 100. Efficiency and people go up. I get people back. Let's do this so we can get the people back, because I think I'm going to need them for other things. Okay. I'm done with that, and I'm right at my 36-minute mark, so we're going to stop here. Alright, so I did all my... This is, paperwork, so to speak. Got my colonies rolling and my trade up as best as I can, and I solved my trader problem, so next time we will go start doing Heinrich's issues. Okay? Alright. If you like what you see, hit the thumbs up button. If you really like to see, go and subscribe, hit the notify bell. Be notified to upload videos and or schedule streams. I have 2 other uninformed playthroughs, Baldur's Gate 3 and Battletech. I just finished Xenonauts 2 Early Access, Milestone 4. And I do Saturday morning streams on Pathfinder Kingmaker, fan choice of making me play a female monk, and Romancing Tristan. So I've been trying to follow the guides to do that, and I think I screwed it up. Yeah, there'll be more coming. I'm thinking of possibly doing some streams coming forward rather than doing these recording sessions. We will see if I can get some more streaming time in and maybe a little bit less on the recording side. Cut up the streams into recording sessions maybe. I'm not sure yet. I did for the first time suddenly get some copyright strikes on my Baldur's Gate 3 playthrough because the music was playing for extended periods of time while I was running around in the city. So I've drawn up my counterclaim, I guess, disputing the claim in that I'm not using the music, the game is. It's just there. So I'm going to see what happens there. So there may not be some Baldur's Gate 3 videos coming out in the near future until that happens, because they say it can take up to 30 days for those things to be done. I may post the videos anyway so people get a chance to look at them for a little bit. And then if they take them down, they take them down, and I won't be doing Baldur's Gate 3 anymore because they're going to copyright strike the game playing their music. It's like that's what the game does. If you're going to copyright strike that there, then you need to copyright strike the game for using your music, which doesn't make any sense. So I think it's somebody worried about the people that created those songs or whatever are trying to make sure that people don't just use them as recordings for other things. But my dispute back at them is it's in the game. I'm not controlling how that comes out. So we'll see what happens with the dispute process. All right? All right. I'm Dren608. Until we meet again, stay safe and bye-bye.